All right, guys, good morning. It is Wednesday morning, August the 19th, 2026. And it's a little bit cooler out today, 67 degrees here in Hampstead. I think the skies are super clear. I see stars as I look. Hang on, everybody. I'm just going to wait. I'm super early this morning, so we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. Everybody just kick back, relax. Let me clean the windshield off. Because I believe that we're going to have a fog free morning this morning, which is pretty exciting. I don't think we're going to have the constant struggle with the windshield. So if that's true, then I just want to make sure it's looking. Oh, by the way, I just want you to know yesterday, I had to clean bird doo-doo off of my Starlink. Yeah. Some bird crapped on my Starlink. I don't think it interfered with our connection. Oh, look. So today we're going to have to get gas today. We do have to get gas today. So we're going to give her some cupcakes today. Some little smiley cupcakes. So I believe I saw a message on there a second ago. I don't have Rosie on yet. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Rosie, wake up, Rosie. Here we go.
Connected to YouTube Livestream TNRYRYMRSUE.
Whoa.
Connected to YouTube Livestream TNRYRYMRSUE.
That was a mouthful. Hey, good morning, Moxie Man. Yes. Bird food signal lost 1%. It could have been. Well, yeah. It was kind of more on the side. Well, I don't want to get too graphic about it. Could be eating breakfast. But yeah. We tested the Starlink a little bit yesterday. How are you doing? How are you feeling, by the way? I haven't seen you for a while. How's the physical therapy and stuff like that going? All right, let's get going. Here we go. We got 2 deliveries and some gas to get today. Lights on, seatbelts. It's time to pursue happiness. That's what it's all about here in the bakery van. You know what? I want to make sure that those... Okay. I want to put those donuts somewhere. I mean, not donuts. Cupcakes. I don't want them moving around on me, you know what I mean? I can just see those cupcakes falling off the seat. All right, here we go. I probably don't need the air conditioner this morning. Wednesday morning, we got some commuters. So last night I was online watching Kendra's Tuesday night live stream, and she had Brad from...
Simon says I have some continued specialists to see they or make the connection to the accident. My hand became huge now it was from arm being pulled.
Oh. Wow, so like huge, like it swelled up? That's not good. That's not good. Well, hopefully that'll go back to normal.
Seaman says Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Seaman says it will.
Like yabba dabba doo. Yeah, it's like the Flintstones. Oh my goodness. So Kendra did her live stream with a guy who lives most of the, well, really all of the year. He comes back to the U.S. to visit, but he lives in Japan. And it's a very interesting conversation. It really was.
Bear007 says good morning, Craig and Moxie. Hope all is well.
Hey, Chris, good morning. All good here. How are you? Way up this morning, I saw my little family of deer that I think they kind of live next to the highway. They're always laying.
Seaman says Chris. Chris Airs007 says cheers, Craig and Moxie. I am okay. It actually rained here for once. Lol.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's a start. Never thought you'd hear somebody from the UK say it finally rained here. That's not something that is frequently heard.
Seaman says the deer may have lost mother. Chris Airs007 says yeah, first time in over 2 months we got rain. Lol, crazy weather.
Yeah, Moxie, actually I think the mother is one. I think there's like 3 or 4 deer, and I see them in the morning. They're on the side of the highway, but they're not standing, they're like laying. So it's almost like they sleep there. But I believe one of them is large. You know, there's a couple of them are small, but I know one of them is kind of a larger size. So, but yeah, they're always laying down. Because when I ride by, you know how if you see like those, you can usually tell if there's an animal on the side of the road because their eyes light up with the headlights. So I see the eyes, and because they're lower to the ground, I always think, maybe this is a fox or something like that. But it's not, it's the deer. When I get up on them, I can see their ears. Thinking maybe the mother deer just likes the sound of traffic. She sleeps better. You know, some people like to sleep with a fan. She likes to sleep with traffic noises. What do we got going on up here? What's going on? Here we go. We got traffic circle congestion. I noticed the last couple of days gas prices came down, maybe 10, 15 cents. So that's good.
Fred Wagner says, good morning, everyone.
Fred,
Moxieman says,
good
what's on
morning.
deck? Moxieman says, hey, Fred.
So we have Lenny's and what a day, and I'm going to need to stop and get gas. So we got 3 stops today. We got Lenny's, what a day. Lenny's is pretty light. They got a lot of eclair. Yesterday they had we had an emergency.
Moxieman says Rosie is delayed a bit.
Yeah, she's unpredictable. But yesterday we delivered like 8 eclairs to Lenny's. Like it was an extra delivery. So I don't know if that was for a particular customer or not, but anyway, their order's fairly light. What a day's pretty normal. What a day's got 101 donuts. And then I got cupcakes for our gas station lady, Crystal, the gas station lady. How have you been, Fred?
Fred Wagner says, wake up, Rosie. Moxieman says 1011 for the boss.
101, that's right.
Fred Wagner says doing good.
We had rain earlier this week, but I think yesterday was nice. Today's going to be pretty nice.
There's 007 says, I wish our gas price would go down in the UK, but the government wants everyone out of cars and into buses, trains. The problem with that idea is there's very crazy people on public transport now.
Yeah.
Chris Ayers 007 says at Fred Wagner 1561. Now Fred Wagner says stormed like crazy here Monday morning.
It's today. Today's Wednesday. I forget what day it was. Sunday, maybe? Sunday or Monday when we had some crazy storms. It might have been Monday. And then maybe Tuesday. One day was like a pretty good rain all day. It was like a soaking type of rain, which was good. We need that. Like thunderstorms sometimes just are so quick. You don't get too much rain. Yeah, it's hard to get people to start using public transportation, that's for sure.
Fred Wagner says we could use a bit more rain here. Chris Ayers 007 says I am trying to get a new job, something like working in an office, as I can't do manual labor anymore. My back and neck are injured from 20 years of doing manual labor. Only 40 years old, it's not good.
Yeah. That's true. But you got to watch, even office work, you got to be mindful about. You don't want to sit too much either. That's not good. I always did office work, but the last 5 or 6 years, I had a desk in the office that was a standing desk, so you could raise that up and stand. And at home, I use a treadmill desk because I don't like to sit a lot.
Fred Wagoner says, have you ever looked into doing medical billing from home?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, there are a lot of jobs that you can do from home now. That's a good point. Medical jobs, or even I've seen jobs where people are, I think they're reviewing files or proofreading things, stuff like that. There are a lot of at-home jobs.
There's 007 says, yeah, I do own an exercise bike, so keep in relatively good health. It's just my bones that are aching nowadays, too much repetitive strain from lifting and moving heavy objects. And yeah, Fred.
Yeah. I actually liked working in an office. I didn't like working from home. I like having to get up, go into the office.
Air 007 says, I would prefer to work at home, to be honest, as driving is not fun in the UK. Too many people in too small an area, like a rat race law. Now Fred Wagoner says, are you still doing your meditation of a morning?
Oh, Fred. No, I'm not. I was doing pretty good for a while. I didn't finish my 30 days. I feel pretty bad about that. I would like to do that more. I was starting to feel like I think it is helpful to do it. But yeah, I haven't really been doing it. I need to get my schedule better. How can I be retired and feel like I don't have enough time to get stuff done? I don't understand that. But that's where I am. Like even this morning. Like yesterday I was up later than I usually am because I was watching Kendra for a little while, and then I wanted to finish. I put together like this little video slash photos, it's a video technically, but it's just sort of a slideshow of photos with a couple of videos included. But we're putting that in the bakery to run. It's like on a loop to run, because it's the 10th anniversary is coming up next week. 1 week from today, 10th anniversary. So I wanted to have something like sitting there, kind of like it's just pictures from when they started. And they were, working on putting the place together and stuff like that. And then a few pictures from over the years. But yeah, I was trying to get that done so I could bring it in this morning, which I did. So then this morning I was like, oh, I got to get in there early so I can set that up. Like, I mean, I'm not complaining. I kind of like it. I like being so busy that I feel like, oh my, how am I going to get all this stuff done? But that's where my meditation sort of slipped away. I think it is a good thing now. I try to meditate while I'm driving. No, not really. Kidding.
There's 007 says lol, I wondered why I could not hear you very well. My volume was set to low, haha.
That'll do it. That will do it. Speaking of public transportation, we're right next to a bus right now. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, have you guys been trying to keep up with like the stuff? I know YouTube is constantly changing things, but they've got recently the monetization thing came out. That change that's going to happen in February with that. But then also more recently, I saw the news about the fact that they're going to count views a little bit differently on long form videos and live streams. So if you haven't seen that yet, basically what it is they're beginning on the 24th of August, YouTube is going to count views based on when somebody just sees one frame of your video. One frame. So that's like probably in most cases a 30th of a second. So basically if they click on your video, even if they don't watch it, it's going to count as a view because it's going to play, it's going to show one frame. So I think in the past they had to watch it for like most people think it was 30 seconds. I don't know if it was that long or not, but the general understanding is it didn't count as a view unless somebody looked at it for 30 seconds. But now they're going to record it as a view even if you just click on it and look at it for one frame. So I would suspect that next week, I think the 24th is Monday, so maybe by Tuesday we'll know. But I think next week you're going to see people getting slightly higher views on their videos and live streams. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Because sometimes people click and they're like, oh, I don't want to see this. And they just click right off. I mean, I do that. So that ought to be interesting. They are going to have a number, though, that's going to be called a qualified view. Qualified? I think qualified is the word they used. And that'll be a view that where somebody stuck around for a few
007
seconds.
says, lol, I don't think many people use the bus in the USA as cars are so cheap to run compared to the UK, and that chat GPT chapter idea you came up with was good, Craig, and yeah, YouTube hopefully boost you.
Oh, yeah, I like the chapters. Yes, thank you. I like having chapters. I don't think I did that yesterday. I don't think I got the day before. Maybe I did. Yeah, people don't. That is the least used form of public transportation, I would say, is a bus. I tried to do it once. That bus that we just passed, I tried to take that route for a while. I was gonna try. I was working downtown Baltimore, so I was gonna try and not use my car for the commute at all. So I can walk. I'm close enough to be able to walk to the bus stop. So I walked to the bus stop, and then I would take the bus. That bus that runs down this road goes to the subway station. So I was going to take the bus to the subway. I was already taking the subway, so that part wasn't new. But I was going to try to do it instead of driving to the subway station. I was going to try to take the bus, and that, I don't know if it lasted a month. Maybe it lasted a month, but that's about it. It just took way too long. And yeah, there tend to be some questionable people on the bus sometimes. I mean, there are questionable people in the subway sometimes too, but plus it's kind of different if you're standing outside waiting for a bus in the weather. I mean, where you live in the UK, are you anywhere near like a train or a subway station?
007 says, yeah, most people here use illegal e-bikes or scooters as no one likes going on public transport in the UK.
Is the public transportation inexpensive? It's not free over there, is it? We've had cities that have tried. I think Baltimore was going to try it at one point. Baltimore, or maybe New York. I know some cities have tried doing the free public transportation. That never works out. We had a free bus route in the city one time, not like a regular bus, but like just one that would take people around the city. But when the weather got cold, it attracted homeless people because it gave them a place to kind of like stay dry and a little bit warmer.
There's 007 says it's very expensive. To get a train to my nearest town 3 miles costs 5.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling us about that one. Yeah, I do. I remember that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, why would they make it so expensive? It's not going to encourage people to do it. All right, here we are. All right. You run in there and get the rack. Oh, no, I got the door. I didn't see that.
What is going?
Huh? Oh, somebody else is coming? Oh, okay.
That's where we put it.
Oh, it wasn't for me.
No, I didn't see you.
I didn't think you probably did. That's why I wasn't. See, I'm early today, aren't I? Hump day.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Ben.
How are you?
How you doing? How everybody good?
Yes, everybody's good.
All good. All right, let's get out. Let's stretch. Let's get out, stretch your legs. Sign's still out. All right, guys. Wonder when that's ever going to get fixed. I'm kind of surprised it's taken this long. I haven't even checked on our contest for a while. I don't know if we've passed the date. All right, so what did they get? They got like 80 of the chocolate top cookies. So that's today's big thing. 6 of the raspberry ones. More chocolate top cookies. It's like a little army of chocolate top cookies. Danish. We got 26 Danish. So this one's got the extra 2 on there. And then last 4 donuts, an apple fritter, an apple turnover, and 2 croissants. All good. That's it. Light day for them. Let's take it. I think they're leaving the door open. Is this the flat services? Keep your ride rolling. It's kind of weird. It's hard to read it there. You got it. Thank you. We're having a rack back up. Rack back up.
Back up, yeah.
Now, do you want me to leave the door open still?
No.
No, now I should take it away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's him.
All right. So then now we're done, right? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
There you go. You're welcome. All right. I'm always afraid that I'm going to slam this door. The camera is going to fall off. There we go. We are way, way early this morning. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we're going to be... What a day. Super early.
There's 007 says, dude with the cap took a long look in your camera lol.
Did he really? Did he really? He's funny. He's kind of a funny one. Did he like come up and actually look at the camera? Really? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Maybe I'll make that my thumbnail. No, I'm just kidding. That probably wouldn't be good. That's pretty funny. He's probably like, what is this guy doing? Why has he got a phone attached to his car?
There's 007 says lol yeah. Chris Ayers 007 says around the 36-minute mark in the video.
Oh, I gotta look at that. Like, did he? Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Well, thank you for telling me that. I gotta check that out when I get home. That's funny. I always wonder. Well, like, I didn't know he was coming. But I try to tell people if I'm walking up on them, you know, that I'm live streaming. I usually do that. Like the people, I've had the people from What a Day come out to the van sometimes. All right, so here we go. Off to What a Day we go.
There's 007 says you're welcome Craig. I did not know he worked there. I thought he was some random dude gonna take the camera haha.
Yeah, that would have been something, right? That would have been pretty. You know, would have made some great content though. Just think, I would have. Imagine that. It would have been. I would have gone viral. No, not really. Let's do this. Well, depending on what we would have seen. Like, imagine if somebody grabbed it and they just started running, so you just see the, you know, it's like shaking back and forth.
There's 007 says, yeah, live stream your own robbery, haha.
Really? That I should set up like a fake robbery. He's funny because, like, when I started, he doesn't talk much. And I was determined to like get, and he's kind of like, I don't know, you kind of feel like he's not mad, but he's just very serious and just like, I don't know. He doesn't say much, but I'm determined to like make him friendly. It's working slowly. Like I say hi to him super enthusiastically. He's probably in there saying to them, "Do you see the kind of like equipment they have on that van?"
Air007 says in London we have criminals on e-bikes snatching phones out of people's hands, haha, and yeah, some people are introverts and don't trust others. I am like that outside my home as it's dangerous.
That's not good. You know, we were talking with a guy last night that lives. Oh, he comes back to the U.S. for vacations, but he lives in Japan. And it's funny that you say that because, I mean, we don't have that kind of issue here where you could, depending on what neighborhood you were in. You could probably be in a very bad neighborhood and you'd have to worry about your phone. Probably not grabbing it right out of your hand. That's kind of blatant. But the thing is, in Japan is like, their society is very, very safe. Like I've heard you could basically leave your phone on the table in a restaurant or something and just get up and go to the bathroom, or if you accidentally left it there, it's like no worries. You come back, it's going to still be there, or somebody would have just picked it up and given it to the restaurant manager. You know, it's like they're very, very
007
safe.
says the UK is what they call a low-trust society. For example, if you went to Detroit or Baltimore, then you would have to adapt to be more introvert.
Wow. I didn't realize that. I mean, we definitely have very varying levels of trust, but for the most part, it's pretty good.
Air007 says I was speaking to someone from Japan the other day. Yes, it is safe, but cost of living is very high. Most people working 100 hours a week to survive, and yeah, UK got lots of narco-looking gang members.
Yeah, you're right. They do work a lot. That's true. Man, when I was growing up, you never locked the doors. I mean, it has gotten a little less safe, but not horribly. Whoa, slow it down. This is where they get you. Right over there on the left. I mean, on the right right now. The box that you see. We just passed it. That is a speed camera. But everybody that uses this road knows it's there. So everybody rides along, typically a little faster than 30 miles per hour. And then we all slow down. School zone. That's actually the reason for the camera being there is the school zone, which makes sense. But I think the camera's on all the time, whether it's school is in session or not. You know, why not? You can snap a few pictures and get...
Air007 says worst thing I had was a road rage incident. A van driver in front of me did not like I was too close. He got out and I got out ready to fight, but he flicked a cigarette at me and drove off. Lol.
God. You got to be careful. You don't know what they're going to do. Guy could have had a knife or something. I had a road rage guy one time. He came up behind me on the highway, and it was heavy traffic, and he didn't like, I don't remember what it was. I don't know if he thought he was flying up the middle lane, and I pulled into that lane, and I think he thought he was like irritated because
Air007 says I got it on video and the police arrested him later that day. Lol.
Really? Wow, that's pretty cool. That's good. But this guy stopped. So this guy got in front of me on a highway, a 3-lane highway, and we were in the middle lane, and he was mad at me, so he went around me. He got around me, and then he stopped. So we came to a complete stop in the middle of a highway where the speed limit was 55 miles per hour. That was a little crazy. It was a little... He didn't get out, though. I didn't get out either. We got police action. Police action. Somebody got pulled over. We are way early. You know what? I think after we get, depending on what time we're driving through Westminster, maybe we'll ride around in Westminster for a little bit. Go down Main Street again.
Air007 says yeah, that is crazy, and the popo are there. Lol.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Air007 says weird coincidence talking of people arrested and the cops show up. Haha.
Yeah, really.
Chris Air007 says the Matrix is real. Craig. Haha. Now Fred Wagner says that's when you conceal carry. Chris Air007 says at Fred Wagner 1561 we have no firearms in the UK, but crossbows are legal to carry.
Crossbows are legal. Oh, they're a little cumbersome, but I guess that's one way. So I know you don't have firearms, but do you think that, do any criminals have firearms? Like, how does that work? Or maybe because you've never had firearms, so maybe it's different. Like, I just picture it, if firearms were illegal, would the bad guys still have them? Because what do they care? They don't care about the law anyway. But maybe in the UK you've never had them, so your bad guys don't have them. Criminals, let's say.
Stairs007 says yeah, as long as they are not loaded with bolts you can walk around with them lol, and yeah, lots of criminals have guns, they 3D print the guns. Chris Airs007 says yeah, the bad guys have them. Rosie don't like to read out the G word lol.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, she might not. That might be a YouTube that's probably been held for review.
Airs007 says she was apprehensive of saying the G word haha.
She probably was. Just a reflection of YouTube. You know, one of the interesting things about Japan also is they don't tip. Like, in their society, they don't tip at all. Which I think would be weird. Like, if you have a restaurant, I asked the guy if they have like DoorDash, because I wondered when that subject came up, I was thinking, well, what happens to like DoorDash people?
007 says I hit a bad speed hump yesterday. It was totally camouflaged and I seen it at last minute. Sent me into the air like a Blues Brothers stunt haha.
I hate when that happens. I know what you mean. I've had that happen to me. Not with the speed bumps, but with the humps. You know, the ones that are a little bit lower, but they're wider. Oh goodness. We're in the foggy area right now. I'm going to try not to use the windshield wiper. It should clear up in a second. But I miss the humps sometimes. Yeah, I don't like bumps. I feel like speed bumps were created by automobile suspension
007
manufacturers.
says yeah, if I was in charge I would ban speed humps as they damage cars and they don't slow down traffic. Here people still just speed over them as Brits don't care about their vehicles.
I think we usually slow down. Most of us slow down in the US. But yeah, I think it was automobile suspension manufacturers are probably the ones that came up with the idea of speed bumps. Well, how are your roads? Like, do you have, like, we call them potholes, like the sections in the road where some of the pavement has come up, so it's got like a hole in the road? Do you have much of that, or do you have pretty good roads? I would say the majority of our roads are good, but there are definitely areas, especially in cities, where potholes can be an issue.
Stairs007 says Yak keeps them in businesses, otherwise if the roads were smooth as silk there would be no industry for repairs, and the potholes are very bad here, Craig. Literally so bad the steel rims are bent.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we have certain areas, potholes are bad. And, I mean, it depends on the area you're in, sometimes the state you're in. Some of our states put more money into their roads than others. Maryland's pretty good. I have to say Maryland is pretty good about their roads.
Stairs007 says one of my friends hit a huge pothole outside a cemetery and it was so bad it broke the radiator off his car and he was stranded, lol.
Jeez. That's really bad. I have seen some pretty bad potholes. But it depends a lot on the state. And in some places, like, I mean, well, Maryland's a relatively small state. I forget where we fall. We're like 9th or 10th. I think there are at least 9. I think there are like 8 or 9 states that are smaller than us. But like Texas is huge. And so I know their roads, I don't know what their roads are like in the cities and stuff, but I know that they've got huge, long highways. And I think they use a rougher material. I mainly know that from watching this guy that he was skateboarded from California to Florida. So he actually rode his skateboard across. It took him a little more than a month, and he live streamed it. So I was watching that this summer.
Stairs007 says UK government only spending cash on building new homes for the people who should not be in this country, but because they can't deport them due to the human rights laws they are stuck with them. Now Fred Wagoner says that was a pothole that was a crater. Chris Airs007 says lol at Fred Wagoner 1561.
That was yeah. Maybe a meteor came down. Like Florida is a very big state, but I think they have very good highways. Their roads seem to be. But see, that's the other thing too. It depends on where you are. Like in Florida, their weather, because they don't have the cold weather, they don't get the buckling of the highways like we get here, or the roadways. So that plays a factor in it too. If you're in an area that has adverse weather conditions, that makes it difficult to keep the roads in good shape. I wonder what time they open. I think, what did they open at 6? So there should be somebody there. We're getting here much earlier than we usually do. Elevated relief. It's kind of there. Wow, I put my blinker on way early. Have you noticed? Like we're right along with a blinker on for half the ride. Oh, check it out. The door's open. What is that? Service. Oh, this is good. All right. I will. Everything is happening very efficiently this morning. What are we doing? There we go. All right, we're going to go in and get the tray. Yeah. I know. It's like so smooth that we're like way ahead of time. Good morning. I'm early today. I don't know what's happening. Everything is going too smoothly. Good morning. How are you? I've seen that guy before. Then again, I've never been here this early. Maybe he's here. He might be here every day this time, for all I know. got all kinds of stuff going on here this morning. All right, first tray. There are air. Ooh, look, it slid a little bit. So we got the jelly filled, the cream filled, and the Boston cream. 101 donuts coming out. Here we got the glazed. The glazed. I see the Fruity Pebbles. Butterfinger, strawberry, and maple. Right there. There you go. Big seller. Chocolate frosted Oreos. Chocolate frosted Oreos. It's actually kind of chilly out.
You going back in, sir?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, you too. M&M's, chocolate frosted. And here we go, vanilla with M&M's. Check it out, check it out. We got donuts, we got donuts. Okay, now it's the end of the donuts. So now we go into the mini Danish, the large Danish, and two. They just got two cronuts. Again, I've still not eaten a cronut. I've never had a cronut. I'm a cronut virgin. And there are our cinnamon buns. Okay. You know what? I wonder if that guy at Lenny's thought that it was like a TV show or something. You know what I mean? Maybe he was looking at the camera because he thought I was probably watching like some kind of TV show. Maybe. All right, you guys, have a good day. All right, so here's what's going on now. We got to find something to do for like we got to kill some time because the gas station doesn't open until 6:30. We can ride through Westminster. We can watch the sunrise. We'll just sit here for like 15 minutes and watch the sunrise. Or I guess we could head over that way and maybe we can take a very slow ride through Westminster. It's a cute little town. Let's check it out. I could get out, walk around maybe. I don't know if we got that much time, but we definitely have some time because it takes me 15 minutes to get to Westminster. So we got 15 minutes. Extra. Deliveries are made, trays are picked up. I wonder what the gas price will be. So the last time I bought gas at BJ's, I think we paid. We got police action. Police. We're running into the police a lot. Yeah, still not good. What was I gonna say? I think I was going somewhere with that thought, but just lost it. I got distracted.
There's 007 says, okay, Craig.
All right, here we go. It went down to 64 degrees. It's really cool here. Definitely need the air conditioner on at this point. Yeah, so what we'll do is on the way over to Westminster, we will go down Main Street, see what's going on. Do a little loop through downtown. Oh, I know what I was
Donna
saying.
says, morning all.
Hey, Donna, good morning.
007 says, good morning, Donna.
I remember what I was talking about. So we're the gas price. So the last time, did I say good morning, Donna? I thought it in my head. Good morning, Donna. I think I said it. So the gas price, the last time I got it at BJ's, I think was $3.57, maybe. It was pretty low, but I wonder if it'll be lower than that today. I wonder if it'll be lower than 350. And that would be the price that I pay, not the, because I'm a member at B, I get 15 cents off. So I'm talking about the actual price I pay. Will the price I pay be less than 350? I'm going to say there's a chance. There's a chance. At 6 o'clock, the other thing is there's a Home Depot near.
007 says possibly.
Possible. There's a Home Depot near BJ's, but I don't think I need anything at Home Depot. It's a pretty good time to get it. How are you doing this morning, Donna? How was the meeting? How was your library meeting? I thought about that last night because I was up later than usual last night. And I remember thinking, I could have gone to that library meeting. I stayed up late enough to go to the library meeting. I mean, really, I couldn't have got there because I live too far away, but
Donna says didn't go cause was on Zoom and also fell asleep.
oh,
Now Donna says no motivation.
so did you fall asleep while the Zoom meeting was going on? Like, did you Zoom in and then fall asleep? And when you do the Zoom, like if you attend a meeting like through Zoom, do you have your camera on? Or do you just watch?
Donna says also did not want to take minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I remember you saying they needed somebody to take minutes.
Donna says no, got tired, so email them ahead.
Oh. Sky looks nice. Oh, Donna, earlier, Fred was on, and he was telling us, he might still be on, but earlier,
There's 007 says, yeah, lovely sunrise.
it is
Now
it
Donna
is a
says
nice
that I don't
sunrise.
want to quit.
Yeah, you should keep doing it. I think it sounds like a fun thing to do sometimes. But Fred asked if I was doing my meditations, and I had to sadly say no, I'm not. I haven't been doing it. I didn't do my 30 days. I think I probably only did about 10 to 15 maybe. I'm gonna have to try to start that up again. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on the idea. Donna, we have to go get gas today, so I have to kill some time because the gas station doesn't open until 6:30.
Donna says if it makes you feel better, I stopped too.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I feel a little better. I mean, it is kind of crazy that I can't fit 5 minutes. That's all I committed to. I was just going to do 5 minutes. I probably should do 10 or
Donna
15.
says, gosh, another thing I did not do. Now Fred Wagoner says W slacker. Lol.
He's still on. Okay. I know. No, I do feel better. Oh, no. We're going to drive through town. We're going to drive through town. We got to try that again. Maybe in September.
There's 007 says I walk into the woodland near me when I am stressed as these concrete jungles where I live will drive ya crazy. Chris Ayers 007 says lol at Fred Wagoner 1561. Now Donna says but I have done other stuff like organizing.
Yeah, I have done other stuff. And I'm keeping up with, like, today was the day. I wanted to have the pictures, the video with the pictures of the bakery, like a slideshow, basically, which is what it's like. So I set that up this morning in the bakery. That's why I think we left early, because I went in a little early because I wanted to give myself time to set up the monitor, turn it on and everything, make sure it was working, which it was.
Fred Wagoner says I say gas will be 3.59.9.
You think it'll be 3.5? Now that you think that's what I will pay with my 15-cent discount? BJ's is usually very cheap. I think I paid $3.57 the last time I was there, which would have been about a week ago. All right, here we go. So now we're going to go down Main Street in Westminster, Maryland. City of Westminster. I want to do like a walking. I want to walk through Reisterstown and just take a video walking through Reisterstown.
Chris Ayers 007 says gas will be 3.30 with your discount, I guess, lol.
What? Now that might be a little low. I think it'll be less than 350. It'll be somewhere in the 40s, I think. Chris is very optimistic. I mean, you could be right. You could be.
Donna says, but here and there I play solitaire on my phone, which feels like doing nothing, so I asked AI if there are benefits, and happily it is beneficial. Chris Ayers 007 says, if you were in the UK it'd be $7 a gallon, haha.
That's true. Oh, Donna, speaking of AI, I asked AI about the salmon that we talked about yesterday, and it said don't eat it. So I'm not going to eat it. It said even if it looks good and smells good, it could still, because it was fresh and not frozen, it could still be a problem. So I'm not going to do it. All right, we'll go through. You know what we can do? We probably have enough time. We can drive up and go through the school. There's a college up here. So this is one of the restaurants that we give. It sells our donuts, rock salt. And then this place, this is kind of a cool little place, little art center town. Whoops, I got somebody behind me. They're probably like, all right, enough with your tour. I should pull over. Let this guy go by. Oh no. Oh, he turned. Never mind. Swerving all over the road.
Donna says, good advice. When in doubt, throw it out. And eat cookie dough instead, lol. Now Fred Wagner says, I looked up gas at BJ's and it says here $3.69 before what you get your discount with.
So that'll still be, look, so now we're going in, this is the McDaniel College. Right up this way.
Chris Ayers 007 says huge townhouses everywhere there. Here in the UK the houses are tiny lol.
Oh, are they? Well, this is this is kind of a small town. Look, there's a stadium. There's a stadium over there. Somewhere around here, there's some tennis courts. Oh, there it is. Oh, we're going to ride by a place that's called Bulgars. Bulgars is the name of this place. And they have the greatest little, I used to come up here all the time with my mom and eat at their restaurant. But they're very famous for their apples. They have apple orchards, among other things, but apples are what they're like. You'll see. I think their logo is basically this big apple guy. But it's a very nice market. Great restaurant, though. Fantastic fried chicken. Let's go up here. We'll ride through the market. We got time. We got time.
Fred Wagoner says, is that an historical area?
It is. It's pretty old. But this is just famous for mainly for its apple orchard. But I used to come to this restaurant all the time. I've been up here for years. See, there's the little apple guy. Bulgars. And when you go to their farm, they have like a little petting zoo type area. They got all kinds of stuff. Like they do a lot of. Their farm is only maybe a mile or two from here. But they have good people. They're good people. I like small family-owned restaurants like that, diners and restaurants like that. Oh, maybe I could do the Bulgars could be my thumbnail. I still got to go back. I want to see that guy looking at the camera. Excited about that. Fog to the left. Fog to the left. A weird little spot for it. we're really not very far from Gettysburg. I need to go to Gettysburg sometime. Maybe one day if we do the ride so early. No, there's no way we'd be that early. But I do want to go up there sometime. I think that would be fun. 40. And how many years? 7 years ago. I'll have to try to memorize that speech so that I can give it. I know there are people that have memorized that speech.
Donna says, do you have a lot of electronics near dashboard? He might have looked at that.
The guy that was looking at it. No, you know what? It was when we were at Lenny's. So when we stopped at Lenny's, and I had the camera on the back of the van, one of the Lenny's employees was coming to work, and when he walked by, Chris told me that he kind of like stopped and looked at the camera.
There's 007 says, yeah, so funny that was.
I like that Jeep, the color of that Jeep over there to our right. So now we rode down through Main Street in Westminster, but right now we're basically on a path that is running parallel to that. This is sort of the bypass that they built many years ago, and now this has sort of become the main route. Like, few people ride actually up and down Main Street anymore. They kind of use this road to get through town. And it's built up. It's getting bigger and bigger.
There's 007 says, I love how you folks in the USA have this flag everywhere, as here in the UK it's illegal to fly the British or English flag if there's no national event on. I got fined $2,000 once, refused to pay it.
What? That's crazy. That is the most insane thing. Why would they make a law like that? Is there a reason for that law? That's crazy. I've never heard anything like that. We have a restaurant. I know it's a chain. I think it's all over the United States. It's called Mission Barbecue. We just passed one. And at 12 o'clock every day, they have the Pledge of Allegiance. Is it the Pledge? I think it's the Pledge of Allegiance. Or it's the National Anthem. One or the other. They either do
There's 007 says, I kid you not, Craig, I will put the post as evidence on my YouTube posts. They say it's because the flags may offend people who are not British.
Oh my God. That is so bad. That is so bad. That, I don't even know what to say about that. I didn't know that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Why in the world would you be offended or be concerned about offending someone who is in your country visiting? Oh my God. That's insane. That's just, I don't even know what to say about that. I'm floored. I'm floored by that. I mean, I could see people in the United States with that point of view, though, about the United States. I could see that we probably have people that think that about the United States as well. But I don't think that would ever fly in the USA. I hope it doesn't. Because that's really kind of sad, actually. I guess I should. Look, we timed
There's
this.
007 says lol I wish I was making it up but the UK is one big Monty Python sketch now haha.
It is. It is. I mean, I don't know. Seems to me, I'm going to say it because I have to say it. If somebody came to your country and they're offended by your flag, they should leave. You know what I mean? Like, just go back to wherever you came from if you're offended by our flag. That's crazy. All right, so the price is $3.55. $3.55 minus 15 cents. So we're going to pay $3.40. You were close. $3.30. I was thinking $3.50. And it ended up being $3.40. Where's that girl? Where's that girl? Is she here? All right, let me get it. This is what we've got for Crystal, by the way. Here's Crystal's.
There's 007 says it's a draw law.
That's what we're given. So it's 3 cupcakes in there. If she's here, I assume she's here today. I hope she's here. Because I'm not eating 3 cupcakes.
There's 007 says we both were 10 cents off.
Exactly. It's right in the middle.
Chris Ayers 007 says awesome Crystal will love those.
I think so. Little smiley faces on them. I think the last time we were sitting here waiting to get in, she was waving people in, like she directs the people in when she takes the cones away. And I know she told us to go, but the guy that was coming from the other side, so to the left up there, I don't think there are any cars there right now, but sometimes there are cars lined up over there too. I know, I don't even like lights anymore. Maybe she's running late today. Oh, Chris, so I have a question. So can you fly the flag of another country? Like, please tell me no.
There's 007 says lol hopefully she is there otherwise you be putting on weight eating cake.
I know. There she is. She's here. She's got a lot of stuff over there. She got that cart full of stuff. Psalm 23 is on her shirt. Anybody know what that one is? I just read that. What is that one? Oh, we're ready to roll. We are ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen.
There's 007 says yeah perfectly fine to put a Palestine flag or Ukraine flag on your window haha.
Are you serious? You are joking, right? Are you? We're gonna run right into it. We're gonna follow Crystal right over to her thing. We are here. I think she's got to turn these things on, you know. What is Psalm 23? Hey Google. Hey Google. Hey Google. What is Psalm 23? Check your internet. I can't speak too loudly inside the car, or I've got like 3 phones that'll answer me. Hey Google, what is Psalm 23?
Written by King David that describes God as a loving shepherd who provides, protects, and guides.
It's a famous biblical psalm.
The Lord is my shepherd. Chris Ayers 007 says sadly
Oh, yes.
UK is cooked.
Yes, it is. Very good. All right, so now we know. All right. Let's get this gas going. All right, so 355. Let's take it down. Take it down. Take it down to 340. With the card. 340. Boom. Oops. Okay. Oh, push. There we go. All right. Take you guys out. Show you our gas price. Look at that guy's pants. It's got like a zebra look over there. Did you see the zebra pants? All right, so there we are, 340. It's pretty good. I like that. Where are we going to go? We were at a quarter of a tank was left. 340. So I'm going to guess $36. Let me go take Crystal. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Nope, I was low. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41.48. I'll leave it at that. Okay, receipts. Receipt, yes.
There's 007 says 40 exactly, I guess.
Well, it was actually 41. All right, let me go get her. Let me go give her before she starts to come out here walking around. Good morning. Hey, I like your shirt. I saw it. See, normally I can't see it. There you go. Little smiles for the day.
I needed them. It was a rough night last night. Part of the electricity in my bedroom went out. So it woke me up in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's not good.
And my husband decided to sleep in the man cave in the basement.
Oh,
because
yeah.
he'd been dealing with some shoulder issue.
Yeah.
And it hurts when he rolls over. And I was like, "You're getting old, dude."
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, "I'm not as old as you." I was like, "Yeah, well, I don't have shoulder pain."
That's right. That's right.
So
That's
I
funny.
had to put my slippers on and try to figure out what switch to hit on the breaker. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to endure it.
Goodness. All right.
So I needed this. Thank you.
Good. Have a good day.
Oh, how can it be so cheap?
Oh.
86 cents a gallon, that's so cheap.
What? Who's 86? Who's got 86 cents a gallon? Are we living in the past? Did somebody just wake up in 1975? All right, here we go. So we're gassed up. We're back to the bakery we go.
There's 007 says, I think Fred is pulling our leg.
What's Fred saying? He's getting gas for like 70-some cents a gallon.
There's 007 says, lol, 86 a gallon.
86 a gallon. Where's he buying gas? Are you buying gas like in Saudi Arabia or something? You having it shipped over? I wonder if it is. You think gasoline's like super cheap over there, where they pump it out?
Fred Wagoner says no, I said I paid 86 cents a gallon more than what you do.
Oh, more. Oh, really? So you're above $4 still. That BJ's is pretty good though. That is an amazing price. That's not what the most of the gas stations around here are 370.
Says, oh lol, okay Fred, we thought you were some Arabian sheikh for a second there.
We most of our gas stations are in the 370 range right now. So that's an incredibly low price. Is always very low. A couple weeks ago we went to get gas and they didn't have regular, they only had premium. So they were selling premium gas for the same price as regular. That was pretty crazy. I got a full tank of gas there a couple weeks ago. Premium gas. And I think it lasted longer. I think it did. I could tell a difference. I really could tell a difference in the gas. And maybe it was the placebo effect, but I was feeling it. There was a tiny little squirrel on the side of it. I'm sure you did not see it. There's no way that you would have seen it. But it was definitely a
Fred
baby
Wagner
squirrel.
says, yeah. I think we have the third highest gas prices in the country. Thank you, JB Pritzker. Chris Ayers 007 says the thing I found out is a gallon is smaller in the USA than in the UK. You get 32 ounces a gallon less than in the UK.
Huh? You mean, how can that be? You're saying a gallon, what you call a gallon is smaller than what we call a gallon? That's weird. I mean, I know that there's the difference between liters and gallons, but I would have thought that a gallon would be the same. Product sizes, though, I noticed the other day that, and I guess it happened so gradually that it wasn't sticking out to me, but now I just, like, all of a sudden I noticed that my toothpaste, the roll of toothpaste, or the tube of toothpaste that I have.
There's 007 says, yeah, for some reason the way the Brits measure a gallon is larger, 4.5 liters, whereas a US gallon is 3.7 liters. No idea why.
Oh, that's very weird. But my tube of toothpaste is noticeably shorter than it used to be. Like, I want to say it's like 75% of the size that it used to be. And I don't know why. Like, the other day I was brushing my teeth and I looked at it. I'm like, I don't know when it happened, but sometime between now and maybe like I don't know, a couple years ago.
Fred Wagoner says I just looked it up. Gas is 58 cents a gallon in Saudi Arabia and 62 cents a gallon for premium.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Donna says you didn't hear about the toothpaste conspiracy. LOL.
No, I missed that. Although it's definitely true because I've seen it. Like I know they've done that too with the other noticeable thing, you know, like ice cream containers. Ice cream containers was a big one. But
Player 007 says so that explains why Saudis are driving in Ferraris everywhere. Lol.
Yeah, oh for sure. Well, yeah, because the gas price is low. Plus, they're making all the money on selling the gas. So we're selling oil.
Player 007 says shrinkflation. I posted about that a Mars bar here is smaller now than it was in the 90s. Now Donna says in coffee in bags.
Yeah, that too. I noticed that too. I have noticed the other ones, but I never really realized the toothpaste. Maybe that just happened. More recently. Maybe a bigger change happened recently.
Player 007 says his debt is now $40 trillion. How will it ever be paid off?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Donna says but Dunkin' stores still sell 1 pound bags.
Oh, that's good.
Fred Wagoner says shrinkflation.
Yesterday I learned that if you ever remember, there used to be a donut shop called Mr. Donut. You don't see too many of them in the U.S. anymore. I don't know if you see any, actually. I think they turned into Dunkin' Donuts. But Mr. Donut was like a Dunkin' Donuts, like a regular. I think it was all across the country for the most part. And it was founded by, I think they were half brothers, is what this guy said. So 2 half brothers, one started Dunkin' Donuts, one of them started Mr. Donut. But the reason I was made aware of this recently is that Mr. Donut is still a thing in Japan.
Donna says and Munchkins are smaller now.
Well, they're smaller and there's less variety, right? Like, didn't they stop making the jelly-filled stuff like that? Oh, look, they painted the line on this road. We're official now.
Player 007 says I worked it out. Americans pay 83 pence per liter of petrol. Here in the UK we pay double 1.66 pence a liter. This is why it's called rip-off Britain.
Cows are pretty spread out today. They're all over the place. That is a clear stripe down the middle of this road now. I mean, it's freshly paved, freshly painted. feel like I'm driving on a cartoon road. It's too perfect.
Air007 says it's a lovely scenic drive you got there, Craig, and a brand new road too.
I know. I think the new road kind of tops it off. Guy's going in to get a donut or something. NS3X. I wonder what that means. NS3X. That guy's license plate. Special tags.
Donna says, have a great day all.
All
Peace.
right,
Got
everybody.
out.
Yes. You all do the same. Thanks. It was a lot of fun today. Enjoy your days.
Air007 says, and another you on the next one, Craig, Donna, and
Exactly.
Craig.
That's a good one. I can't wait to go get home and see what this one looked like. I gotta see that guy looking. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks again for hanging out. And I'll be back tomorrow. No, tomorrow is Thursday. I got to try to put out a long video tomorrow. But yeah, so I'll be back Friday morning, bright and early. I will see you all later. Be good. Talk to you later. Bye.